do with that? There it is. Mm. Good morning. Hi, Nara. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Lori. Mm. Hi, Caroline or Carolina. Oh my God. Hey, Jackie. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Thank you. It's been a morning, y'all. It's been a morning. Like, whew, I can't wait to tell you all about it. Yeah, you got me live. Good morning, Janine. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Carrie. Thank you. Hey, Gypsy. Good morning, Anna. Uh-oh. Janelle says hi. I can't even function. Going back to bed for the whole day. That was me the other day. So here we are. How is everybody doing? How are you feeling? Janelle is for the bed today. You know what deck is gonna work with us this morning? This one. This one. We're gonna do something. Oh, I guess we're gonna do something kind of fun this morning with this. Okay, we'll put that over there. Save that for there. Good morning. Hi, Jen. Hi, Victoria. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Hi, Jennifer. Oh no. Okay. General consensus is not so great this morning, huh? Okay. Let's talk about it. Well, I mean, it's really been a week. I mean, I need to wipe my glasses. I can't believe my glasses are always a mess. Okay. Oh no, you're sick too? Feel better, you guys. My goodness. Good morning, Tiffany. Hi, Denise. Okay, so people are feeling very tired. It's funny because my energy's completely shifted. This was me on Wednesday, but my energy is completely shifted. So I think you can look forward to a shift. It's coming. Listen, this is a wild week, but like you knew that that was gonna happen, right? Like we talked about it. We talked about it a lot. Like this was the week. The 15th is the day. It's a major energy push. And yes, I typically am a few days ahead of what you guys are about to feel, which is why I'm useful, I suppose, as a barometer for everybody. But I've gotten pretty good with reading the way that my body processes energy and the way that it typically goes. So yeah, you can look forward to a shift, and it's a good one. Um, the full moon and solar eclipse is Sunday, and I'm going to be doing live channeling. If you didn't join us for the first eclipse live channeling, please join us for this one. I highly recommend. As soon as you sign up, you'll have access to that one too, so you can watch both of them. And you want to be live if you can, okay, on Sunday, because if you're live, you can ask questions, and I tap in with you, obviously live, and we get right into it. This is going to be I don't think I'm overstating it when I say Sunday is going to be a fucking whopper, because I know the shifts that I've personally had this week have opened up my channel, and I'm super clear. Like I was offline, you guys, on Wednesday. I'm going to tell you about it because I just still am like, wow, because just wow. If you know me, you know I do not cancel Coffee and Magic. I do not cancel coffee and coaching. Like even if I have to move it, um, if I have to move coffee and coaching, I will move it. And yes, I'm going to pause my story to show you my cicada ring. Megan got this for me, and I am pretty much always going to be wearing it. So, yep. I mean, come on, right? Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so Wednesday, I woke up and my head was like kicking, like just like someone was like squeezing it, and there were also monkeys jumping around inside my brain. And I was like, oh my God. And then as I like gained consciousness, my stomach was nauseous. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is not good. And then the day before I was fine. Sort of. That was like the day Mercury went retrograde, right? We were all not totally fine that day. Um, but I wasn't in pain. So anyway, I started moving around and I was like, I'm not well. And I had 20 minutes until going, doing coffee and coaching with you guys, and I was like, "There's no way. I won't even be able to use like I won't be able to open my mouth, much less hold energetic space for anybody." And I literally like sent out some messages about it and crawled into bed. And when I laid down, it was like, yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be because it eased up a little bit, but this like crazy energy was like swirling around me, and I was like, great, like I see what's happening here. And I was knocked out for about 4 hours. Lots of crazy shit happened. And when I woke up, I don't want to say I was a different person, but like I felt very different and continue to feel different and continue to feel different. And I am interacting with the energy in my life much differently than I ever have before. Some crazy shit has happened over here in this house in the past 48 hours. And the way that I have been navigating it and connecting with it is so different than I ever have before that it's like opening up new timelines. So I say that to say to you, pay attention to these things because this is the energy we're in now. Like the things around you are going to trigger you and you are going to respond from your new space. And when you respond from your new space, the energy is going to respond back to you and you are going to like it and is going to surprise you because it's going to be so exactly what you want. And you'll be like, shit, did I create this? And I'm going to say to you, you did because this is what we've been working on. So the magic is here now. This is not a thing that we're just like, waxing poetic about. This is happening right now. It's like boots on the ground right now. And the thing is, it's different than the idealistic magic idea that we had. Like that it was so outside of ourselves, so like mystical feeling and fantastic. It's not. It's real life. It's like exactly what's happening in your life, except you're bringing the magic now and it's changing everything. It's how you interact with your actual life right now. This isn't a projected future. This is understanding your power in this present moment to completely shift the way everything is happening, how you feel, everything. I can't stress that enough. Like it's so here for you. Um, the things that have happened over the past month, like I sat down yesterday and like went through all of it because it doesn't make sense for only like a 30-day span of time. And the things that have happened and like actually really happened for me in that time are so wildly improbable. Like I would never have guessed they could ever happen, but now they're like normalized into life somehow immediately. That's magic, you guys. So if you look back at your life for the past 30 days, check for those things because I think we, much like the pandemic kind of like numbed us to a lot of crazy things. I feel like we're normalizing how quickly things are happening, and so we're not registering like how quickly they're happening. Um, don't worry. Carrie's saying that inner voice saying you aren't getting it. Go away. Honestly, any negative self-talk that you're experiencing or any of those things that feeling that like you're trying to convince yourself that you kind of fucked up and you don't know what the fuck you're doing and like all of this is ridiculous and you should just like buckle down and get serious or whatever it is you tell yourself, feel good that you're experiencing that because that means you're inches away from breaking out of a program. That only flares up so strongly when you're about to pop out, when it's like an electric fence almost, and it's like you're getting so close to just walking right through it and it's just freaking out, beep 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 beep, trying to shock you back into your your little area that you're supposed to stay in, keep going. And it's not like don't listen to the voices. It's just understand why they're there. Do you know what I'm saying? You're hearing that because you're almost there. Guys, the eclipse is Sunday. We're 2 days away. I've been telling you that the 15th is a major, major energy spike. You're already feeling that. So if you are a mess today, so be it. Allow it to be what it is. I cannot tell you when I felt more sick than I did on Wednesday. And the fact that I could feel sick like that for as many hours as I did, and then suddenly it turn off completely and I feel amazing tells me again, I can't explain that away as like, oh, I got a virus or something, because it wasn't. I knew exactly what it was. It was an energetic shutdown. And I think a few of you are experiencing that right this very minute. I'm talking to you, Janelle. And so just understand this is part of a massive upgrade process for a lot of you, and you don't need to be mean to yourself about it. If you hear those voices, they're basically trying to tell you to go back, right? So it's just the warning on the electric fence. You can walk right through. You won't even feel a shock this time. So it's coming. And again, major shift. When I talk to you again, on Coffee and Magic on Monday morning, I anticipate talking to the most real you that you've ever been. And I'm very excited about that. The most real you that you've ever been is on the other side of this eclipse, whatever that means for you. And it's going to be pretty awesome. Lori's asking, will the shift affect different signs differently? Energy affects everybody uniquely, and your astrological signs, when put together, basically make up the different elements that are dominant within you. So, for example, most of my placements are Scorpio and Sagittarius. So, I'm a lot of fire and I'm a lot of water. Energy is going to affect me differently than somebody who is say like mostly Virgo and Taurus. That's two earth energies. So that's a very grounded energy. I'm not very grounded energy. So those shifts are going to affect the signs differently in that way, because the way you translate and integrate energy is different from each other. So yes, it will. But as far as what astrological signs are like most affected by the shift happening on Sunday, everybody's going to be feeling this. But because this is happening along the Scorpio Taurus axis, if you do have Scorpio and Taurus placements, you can be assured that you're feeling it much more intensely. Do you know what I'm saying? Gypsy is asking, what is air energy like? What do you mean by that? Like, what are air signs like? Or are you asking me to kind of describe what it feels like to me? Give me more words on that. I'm ready for it too. I don't know, I feel like I just had the shift. Honestly, I know it's going to be bigger on Sunday, but I can't even, I don't know. I'm like the most Sarah I've ever been as I'm sitting here right now, and I just continue to become more me, and it's really feeling good this morning. I'm here for it. All right, Gypsy saying air signs. Um, well, I mean, you think about the element of air, right? It's constantly shifting, always moving. Air doesn't stay still, right? It doesn't stay still. It's continually moving, and able to move around everything. It can be everywhere. So it's a very ungrounded energy, but at the same time, it's also very cerebral and connected to ether element. So I don't know if that explains what you're asking. Someone's asking, is Friday the 13th a good luck day? So here's the thing about Friday the 13th, and like literally anything, um, that like if you think of anything right now that we've been taught is bad luck, superstitious, or anything like that, you can bet your bottom dollar, whatever that means. You can bet your ass, basically, that that is some energy covering up something powerful in the divine feminine. We actually run on a 13-month cycle. Um, I don't really know the whole fucked up, stupid reasoning about the Gregorian calendar and why it's 12, but it sounds like something a man did, right? But basically, women have 13 moon cycles. Just like the moon has 13 moon cycles. 13 is a very high vibrational number, and it is very symbolic of those cycles, right? So when you think of Friday the 13th now and you think of like, oh, bad luck, witches, rah, 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 maybe think of it differently. Think of this as the most powerfully divine feminine day you can think of. Think of it as a day when the the fertility is very, very high. The magic is almost like you can touch it and move it around, and there is endless compassion, empathy, nurturing, and space holding available for you. It's the best of magic today. So, leading into the weekend of this massive energetic shift with Friday the 13th is chef's kiss, right? Way to go, universe. It's almost like someone planned it this way, right? It's amazing. Feeling very excited for us. I'm going to now completely pivot our discussion and jump into the cards because I'm excited to do that with you guys. And I'm going to remind you again two things. Live channeling is on Sunday. You need to come. You really want to be there. Go to the link in my bio, click live channeling. If for some reason you feel like you really need to be there and $22 is not within your budget, send me a DM on Instagram and we'll figure it out because I want you there. 6 p.m. Sunday, we're doing live channeling. You can ask your questions. I'll be channeling Ashtar and Lord fucking knows what else because it is going to be a hype energy day. Lots of activations during that. Go to my website, saramala.com, or click the link in my bio. But now we're shifting into this. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to tell you is that private sessions are open. Oh my God, guys, private sessions are open. Started back again this week. And I am so happy that I did. It's been months and months and months since I did private sessions. Y'all know how I do. But reconnecting with you guys in the private channeling has been so fun. And the new the texting voice message thing, I'm loving that. That's becoming my favorite thing, to be able to connect with you really quick on a question using Voxer. The best. So if you'd like to book a private session with me, the Voxer sessions are like there's a million openings because they're just basically you send in your question and I respond within 24 hours. So I have that open all the time. And private sessions are Mondays and Tuesdays right now. So that's all up in the stories on my Instagram or in the link in my profile if you want to connect one-on-one during this time. All right, we're going to start sensory card pulls. And so I have my normal deck here, which is Wisdom of Avalon. But we also have this. I don't know how this is working today, but we're adding this in too somehow. But what I'm going to do is, again, the crystals are working with us this morning. So I'm going to give you 3 different crystals. I'm going to show them to you. I want you to really look at the crystals and like feel into them, which one is really vibing with you this morning, and then pick one. You can pick more than one if you need to. All right. All right. And then I pull based off of your choices and we get a message for this wild fucking weekend. You ready? All right. Let me grab. Oh my God, Freddie, I fucking loved our one-on-one. So good. All right. So I've got this one. So good. This one. I'm going to do this one. All right. Are you ready? So the first one, pyrite. And I'm going to give you a close-up. Pyrite. 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 So that's number 1. So see if you feels about that. Polychrome jasper. I wish you could see this in person. Colors are fabulous. Polychrome jasper. Okay, that's two. And then this is selenite, a selenite egg with a dragon on it. Selenite with a dragon. All right. So what are you feeling this morning? We've got the pyrite. We've got the polychrome jasper. And we've got the selenite. Drop it in the comments. What are you feeling today? Pyrite, polychrome jasper, selenite. Oops. It's not in the right order. I can't hold it right. Okay, pyrite, polychrome jasper, selenite. What are you feeling? And I'm going to shuffle. Polychrome jasper. Just call it jasper. And yes, Jacinda, I have accepted. That feels very much a thing. Janelle says jasper with a selenite cleanse. Ooh, did you? All right then. Feeling that selenite. Oops. Come back here. All right. So I'm going to show you again. If you're just joining, we're about to start sensory card pulls. It's gonna be kind of cool this morning. I have a little surprise for you. Pyrite, polychrome jasper, or selenite with the dragon. What are you feeling? Oh my God, Freddie. Freddie, we're sending you dragon energy. You got this. Pyrite, polychrome jasper. Yeah, you got this, Freddie. Kick this eclipse season's butt. Selenite with the dragon. Which one are you feeling? Drop it in the comments. I'm about to pull. You're also going to get a goddess card that's going to go along with your pull. So that's going to be fun. Let me shuffle those a little bit. If you're having trouble choosing, that's okay. Just sink in and tune in and see what message has feels for you this morning. All right. All right, here we go. So first up is pyrite. This is going to be the pyrite message. Oh my God. I don't remember, Stacy. It's pyrite, polychrome jasper, or selenite. Which one did you pick? All right. Hi, friends. You ready for this? This is going to be pyrite. You ready for pyrite? All right, here we go. I'm just cracking up. So we got the protection card. And look what else we have. Oh, look, it's the two dragon cards of the deck. We have the Merlin and we have the dragon. We recently, this formation came out. I don't remember if protection was involved in it, but I do remember that the Merlin and the dragon came up together. I remember talking about this. We're going to talk about it again. I'm kind of fascinated that this came through again, and I'm curious for those of you who chose pyrite, did you also choose the one that was the two of these together? I want you to tell me. You have to let me know because I just need to know. That's so wild to me that they came through again like that. 'Cause it wasn't this week. It was like maybe last week, I think, that these two came through like that. So let's talk about it. Pyrite people. Okay, Denise says yes. Yes, I did. So with the dragon energy, these two cards are it's a red dragon and the blue dragon. Okay. And this is you think about fire and ice, these two opposite elements. I want you to see these dragons in your mind, if you think about it, and think about them creating a figure eight together when they kind of swirl in and out like this. All right. These are the two sides of your own power. Okay. And right now they're doing this to activate and integrate within your energy. Does everybody have a connection to dragon energy? Yes and no. Everybody has a connection to dragon energy in an elemental perspective. But some people connect very intimately with dragon energy. So regardless of who you are with that, either you feel a conscious connection to it or you don't. This is an energy it's primordial energy. It's not fantasy dragons and knights in shining armor and princesses in tower energy. This is ancient earth, fire, elemental, powerful, alchemical energy. Okay. This is as old as the earth is itself and is within all of us because it's what created us in an essence. Okay. So you've got the fire dragon and the ice dragon doing this within you. And what is that doing to you guys right now? It's activating your DNA, all of the dormant, all of the dormant parts of you that have been kept that way through lack of vision, through obscurity, through not being able to open your eyes wide enough to see. As you have continued to ascend, and when we say ascend, it's just raising up that vibration, right? So that you can see things you didn't before. As you continue to do that, you are activating this dragon energy within you. It's DNA. And it is changing the way you interact with the world around you, which is changing the world around you. Okay. During this time, the protection card is here. And what does this mean? This isn't fear based protection. And you may have heard me talk about that. We don't do that anymore. We're not like, oh no, we have to guard ourselves against everything because what if you hurt me? What if this happens? That's not what this protection is. This protection is gatekeeping yourself while you're undergoing this upgrade in your cellular level. Because not everybody's energy is conducive to what you have going on right now. And it's your job to say, yeah, you stay over there. I don't need you here right now because you're undergoing a massive process that doesn't have space for anybody's stanky low vibe energy. So that's you putting a boundary up and saying, I'm putting myself first and putting my energy first. And you will know that because at this point, I know each and every single one of you know what it feels like when you're around a person who is literally killing your energy. You know what that feels like. And so you also know it's your responsibility to put distance between you and that energy so that you can do what you need to do. Okay? That is your pyrite message. Your goddess is Diana, the huntress. This card says, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions. Focus on your target and you will make your mark. What I have to say about Diana for you as a goddess to tap into for this weekend is Diana brings strong Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is an expansive fire sign. Sagittarius does not stop in its pursuit of the mystical, of knowledge, of understanding the bigger picture, of adventures, of fun. Okay. So we're looking at expansion with Diana right now. We are looking at the brightest, shiniest, most ridiculous star, and that's where we're aiming. Because just like that saying goes, you aim at the brightest star, even if you miss that star, you're going to like where you end up. And that is you right now. Okay. So that is your pyrite message. It's not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Yes, fuck, you do hear the smoke detector. I was hoping you guys would like not hear that, but it started again. Feels like those batteries run through real fast, right? Damn it, Janelle. I also have the door open. So there's that. I should have closed the door. I'm sorry that not all of you are going to have to hear it because now it's been brought to your awareness. All right, we've got polychrome jasper. Polychrome jasper is next. Oh my goodness. Okay, polychrome jasper people. I'm so sorry that I shouldn't have said anything because you would have been fine just like me. Thanks a bunch, Janelle. All right. So, wait, I have to pull one of these for it too. This is going to be, just hold on a second. Hold on. I'm walking away. Sliding back in. All right. Polychrome jasper. I've closed the door so now you can't hear it anymore. All right. All right. So, are you ready? Great. Here are your polychrome jasper cards. Wait, hold on. Saber, are you here? Did I just see you? If you're here, I'm just gonna hold on a second. I want you to tell me if you're here. Isn't it fun to be my client? Just calling you out on live videos and like waiting for you to answer me. I'm so up in your business. While I'm waiting, I'll look this one up. IGHI. Okay. Well, anyway, I hope you're here, Sabra, or whenever you're listening to this, because look what's here. It's the raven and it's the eagle. And did we get these before too? I don't know if we did or didn't, but these two are together. And then we have the butterfly. We'll talk about the butterfly last. This is your polychrome jasper message. Okay, so the eagle and the raven are the two most like magical fucking birds of this deck. Okay. Yeah, hawks are magical too, but like let's sink into eagle and raven. The eagle is like really, really high level understanding. All right. It's like being able to like pull out of a situation anytime you want to and see all of the things just for a minute, all of them, see how everything's working together. And then you can say, oh, yeah, I got this. Okay. The raven is all about synchronicities and like, magic. It's all about magic, synchronicities, and like having that feeling of like, oh, there's really nothing that I can't do because I'm that magical, you know? And that's the vibe for y'all this morning, my polychrome people. You are unstoppable. Like you figured out, you cracked the code and now you're living this life. And I have to say, like, I know that from speaking to you guys one-on-one, like my clients, like, yeah, that is happening. Like you're literally magicking the fuck out of your life and doing it right now. And this is a confirmation of that. The butterfly card is just also reminding you to every once in a while pull your energy into the exact moment you're in. okay? The exact moment you're in. And take a little bit of a look around and feel into how much love is around you and how beautiful the space that you're inhabiting the space that you are inhabiting is. See the beauty in the present moment is what that card wants to remind you of, because when we're involved in this high shift energy and we're seeing all of these things happen, it's really easy to get caught up in that and then like start tossing your energy into the future, because you just get into creation mode, and it was very exciting, right? So it makes sense. But pull your energy back every so often and just remind yourself that you're what you've created, you're living in, and it's real beautiful. Okay. So there's that. Now, the goddess for you guys is Isolt. And I'm going to see what the book talks about this. Isolt says undying love, but I'm going to see what. Mm, okay. So Isolt as a goddess coming through has, this is actually, okay. Isolt coming through as a goddess is for my polychrome jasper people is actually very situational. She is here to support the hurting that happens when a relationship has reached its conclusion. So it's the mourning of a relationship, the holding of space for that, and also adding in the knowledge that, excuse me, goodness gracious, whew, adding in the knowledge that love itself never ends. It's an energy, right? So you birth love for another person, and you may think like, oh, I'll never love again. And that's never been true, right? Every time you've been like, I'll never love again. Have you been right? I don't think so. I feel confident in saying that. That's because love doesn't end. Hurt feelings, pain, anger, sure, all those things, but love doesn't end. I promise you that if you've ever loved a person, you love them to this day, even if you are, breaking your brain over it and decide you don't, but you do, because that's how humans are, right? Most of us anyway. And this is a reminder of that just because your energetic and physical interaction at this time is ending, the love continues. And it's a beautiful thing. It exists infinity because time doesn't exist. So any beautiful moments you had are always there for you to experience, right? And any uncomfortable feelings and energies you've had are always there for you to learn from. It's a beautiful thing. But sometimes in the actual physicality, it's time to end a path with a person. And if that is you right now, and you are kind of just in that space of processing it and accepting it and making your moves and all that, this goddess is here to support you through that process. Okay. That is your polychrome jasper. And thank you for all the blesses. That was a hefty sneeze. It's kind of satisfying. All right, the last one is the dragon one. It's a selenite dragon. Did that hit for you, Cindy? All right. Ooh. Yeah, the pollen's not great. And I've been spending as much time as possible outside, so thank you. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let me get the goddess card. Okay, this is the dragon one. Whoa. Okay, so this is a whole lot for my dragon peeps. Dragon friends, you have two goddess card energies. So I'm going to put those over here. We'll talk about it in a second. We'll look at those in a second. We're going to talk about these cards first. So this is the selenite dragon. All right, you've got the stag, you've got the cow, and you've got the burden. Look at your three cards with no dragons in them. You've been hoodwinked. No, I'm just kidding. Not hoodwinked. It's just kind of funny. All right, so let's talk about your story, my selenite dragon people. You got the stag. Whenever we get an animal card, right, we like to vibe with that animal and see what there is to learn. And when you think of stag energy, what comes to mind? Like, what's the vibe of the stag? There's elements of deer energy, right? But this is the masculine expression of deer energy. The masculine expression of anything is going to be a very front facing, forward moving, and very dominant energy. It doesn't necessarily insist upon itself because we're looking at healed masculine energy. Healed masculine energy does not insist upon itself. Healed masculine energy doesn't tell you that it's masculine energy. It simply is, and it automatically creates a response of respect. Okay? Think about that for yourself. You simply are. And anywhere you are, you command respect simply by being. And do you know why that is? Do you know why you respect someone versus not respecting someone? Why sometimes you meet someone and automatically you feel respect and you have no idea why? Whereas you meet somebody else and you automatically like, ooh, I can't respect you. Do you know what the actual difference is? I'm going to tell you because I feel confident that I have the answer. The person who commands your respect is a person who respects themselves. This is a person who, first, number one, respects themselves. When you respect yourself, it's very easy to respect others. It's very easy to speak your truth. And it's very easy to walk into a room and feel very confident because you're not walking in the room requiring any type of validation, attention, or affirmation from anyone else. Every breath in and every breath out is your own validation of self. And people respond to that energy. They flock to it because it makes them feel more confident, right? Because your confidence in yourself gives off the impression that you must know what the fuck you're doing. And everybody wants to be around the person who knows what the fuck they're doing, right? It's a vibe, you guys. Step into it. Now you've also got the cow, and you might think that's an interesting energy to pair with the stag. It is. This is very feminine energy. And I know that you know this, but you contain feminine and masculine energy. You contain multitudes. Every moment is a different expression for you, right? And the cow is just here to remind you of something we already talked about, and that is your ability to receive. If you are stuck in a loop of giving and you have not made the space for receiving, you are absolutely imbalanced and you're not playing the energy correctly. And you will feel that in your body, you feel it in your energy, you feel it in your mood. Not a happy camper. People who only give and do not receive become very bitter, very exhausted, and very unhappy. This is your reminder that it is very, very important to allow yourself to receive. But how do you receive? I'm seeing the questions now. I did a TikTok on this, and it's the number one question. How do you receive? Here's the thing. It's not a simple answer. I can't answer that for you in a prescription because you have to start respecting yourself first. You're not going to be able to receive anything if you are only able to tolerate yourself based off of other people validating your existence. You've got to respect yourself first. If you require validation for your existence to be okay, you are always going to be a giver and not a receiver because you're validating your existence based on the giving and the response to that. So, step one is learning how to respect yourself. When you respect yourself, everything kind of shifts into place. That's the first domino, right? Because if you respect yourself, you will automatically attract people into your life who also understand what giving and receiving is, right? Typically, and this is you, I do not want any single one of you to come away from this thinking, oh man, I really fucked up. Like I'm such a giver and not a receiver. What the hell is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. Like you didn't make a mistake and make yourself like that. This is the world we live in. It's literally conditioned you since you were born to be a giver, and it's vilified receiving or put receiving as something you get later after you've given enough, right? But it's actually a full circuit. And if you're missing half of it, it's incomplete. But you have to love yourself enough and respect yourself enough to know that if I'm giving, I will be receiving. And when it does not feel like a full circuit situation, I step away from that. I step away from that person. I step away from that situation because if I'm not being respected, I can't respect myself either, right? So that's where it starts. That's where it starts. And that's what the cow is reminding you. And if you're new here and you're asking that question, I invite you to hang around because we talk about this a lot. And it makes a difference to be around people who are talking about this kind of stuff all the time. So I invite you, be in the community, come join us on Instagram. If you're feeling like you want to join a little deeper, Coffee and Coaching is here for you. We meet in a Zoom room. You can ask me questions directly. It's kind of like a hack to get like private sessions without paying for private sessions, quite honestly, but it is what it is. And we have a community there. We talk about this stuff all the time. Book a private session. Do whatever you feel you need to do. But having a community that's on the same journey with you is like there's nothing better. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing without this community because we're here to support each other and hold each other up and be that safe space and teach each other through example of how to um, do that, of how to heal those things, of how to give and to receive, and what it feels like to actually receive. So it's a good thing. Um, Sabra, I was trying to talk to you because the other card pull had both the what you call it, had the raven and it also had the eagle. So I just wanted you to know that. The last card here is the burden. And I know we've kind of like, woo, but this is selenite dragon. The burden is here because and this kind of explains itself. I already talked about this, but this stag vibe and the receiving, it's hard. This is a hard one to release. This is a hard one to release. But the good news is that this energy, as we lead up to this Clips on Sunday, is very much supporting the release of everything that is not aligned with you receiving and walking in with stag energy. Okay. So keep going. You've got this. And again, if you're interested in like learning more about the community and all the things, you can just find my link in my bio on TikTok, on Instagram, or go to sarahmala.com. But if you're on TikTok and you don't follow me on Instagram, like head over there. And those of you who do follow me on Instagram, make sure that you're checking my stories. Okay. So my stories are the best place to get on like, on time updates. Like if I'm not going to be live and I need to cancel, I'm going to put a post in my stories. If I've got openings, I'm going to put post in my stories. I'll link all of the things like the live channeling, everything's in my story. So um, make sure that you are checking that to get all of the updated stuff. And like I put the playlists in there and like everything. Am I saying burden? Did I not say burden? What was I saying? Okay, and then you guys have two goddesses for this card, which is wild. And I'm gonna have to look these up. I've never heard of either of them. You've got Nematona, and you've got Arakura. I don't know. Like, let's see what they are. Nematona says sacred space. Excuse me. And Arakura says blossoming. So we're gonna look these up because I've literally never heard of them. We'll start with Arakura because that's A. Okay, yes, it was that word. All right, I'm just gonna read this for you. Arakura says, in many ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process as it's part of your beautiful path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and skills. Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sunshine, water, and healthful food. Soon enough, you'll get the unmistakable signal that it's time to put your learning into action. Spend time among flowers or work with flower essences and oils to support your growth process. Goodness gracious. So that's Arakura. Now we're going to go to Nematoma, MN. And Nematoma says sacred space. Okay. Your sacred space is within you now. By creating an altar or visiting a sacred site, you connect with the symbols and energy that have been infused with meaning and prayer over the centuries. Don't take these symbols lightly, for they're powerful indeed. When you connect with sacred symbols, you help your inner sanctity find a home in the outer world. You also tap into the ancient wisdom and spiritual grace of the old ways. Explore spirituality through sacred symbols and sites and allow your soul to joyfully meander among the various ways available to you to unite with the divine. It's not a matter of how you connect, but that you do so frequently. My goodness. Wow. All right. So that is your selenite dragon for today. Woof. Are y'all ready for this weekend? I am. For those of you who aren't feeling great, I hope that you feel better really soon, but just go slow, be kind with yourself, go with the flow, don't rush ahead. I hope to see as many of you possible on Sunday at 5 o'clock for the live channeling. Remember, if the $22 is not something you can swing right now, send me a DM on Instagram. I'd like you there if you want to be there. But it is only $22. And when you sign up for live channeling, you will get access to all of the previous live channelings, including the last solar eclipse one, which I highly recommend that you would watch as well. It would still be just as impactful. We're gonna have some massive activations happening on Sunday. I can't wait to tap in with you guys. Love you. Hope you have an amazing Friday. Lead from your heart. Stay in the moment. We got this. Bye, guys. Bye, TikTok.